Hi, Bellas! Good afternoon! And I'm live here on our next segment. So, this is segment 4. And while they're wrapping up the segment 3, so I am sure ongoing yung kay Coach Reza. They're wrapping up there. We'll do a game in a while. So, pero syempre, intayin natin pumasok muna yung mga ibang tao. And our next speaker mamaya is with Nikki Jurado. So, please do stay tuned, okay? So, ayan. Sige, mag-ano muna tayo, mag-quick check-in tayo dito sa mga nandito na. Hello kay Wana, Marjorie, kay Haz, hello, kay Mike or Mick, ito. Si Leia, hi Leia. Si Ricky, pa-wash out. Pa-wash out. Hi, here, si Nikki. Hello. Juana, Maria, Michelle, hello, good afternoon. Ladies, ang bilis yun na. Rita, hi Rita, si Mian, Clara, si Sheila, si Judy. Okay, ayan, mukhang natapos na yung kabilang live. So, okay, sige guys, andito na sila. Alright guys, so bago tayo mag-start ng ating game, I'm gonna remind lang everyone of our YGT kits. So, meron tayong mga You Got This downloadable kit. This is for $4.99. You'll get a You Got This themed workbook. Meron kayong makukuhang pause and rest workbook and a Be a Goal Getter workbook together with different sticker sheets. And we also have yung You Got This digital download kit plus your planner of your choice. So, lahat ng mga nakuha nyo sa $4.99, pag itong kit yung binili nyo, merong pwede nyong bilhan to ng meron kayong planner of your choice plus may kasama tong PVC planner protector. And yung pinaka-last, itong aming limited stocks namin na You Got This Clarity and Happiness Kit, which is over 4,888, pero you can get it at 1,499 only. Ano ba yung mga kasama nito? It includes yung mga digital download kits I mentioned earlier, plus a planner of your choice, and meron to yung Box of Joy, which is over 15 items from our brand partners, including a full-size Kiss Cloud lipstick from Revlon and yung foundation nila. Yan. Okay, so bago tayo, guys, yung stock na yun, limited stock lang siya. So, get it now. Sobrang sulit na sulit siya. So, guys, ayan, magsisimula tayo sa ating game. So, bago tayo magsimula sa ating game, you have to be part of the You Got This PH group kasi nandoon kukuha ng sagot. So, for this game kasi, ano siya, it's a bring me game. Okay? Ayan. So, yung bring me game, kailangan nyo kasing mag-picture, di ba? So, sige, ano na kayo? Mag-ready kayo. Merong pinost si Micah na thread sa You Got This PH. So, kailangan medyo double setup kayo. Okay, kaya lang yung i-minimize nyo yung di ba pagka naka-live, tapos nami-minimize siya, so, para nakakagalaw kayo dun sa ibang window. Ayan. Or kung naka-laptop kayo, gamitin yung phone ninyo. So, magsasabi ako ng mga bring me items. Tapos, you have to take a photo. Tapos, ipo-post nyo, i-comment nyo dun sa thread. So, yung thread, naka-pin to top na siya. So, pagkapunta nyo, makita nyo, andyan na siya agad. Ayan na si Micah dyan. Tapos, kung sino yung pinakaunang pumasok na photo sa screen ni Jaja. So, si Jaja is the one who's checking yung mga winners natin. Siya yung magiging winner. So, palakasan talaga to ng internet, guys. Okay? Ayan. Ayan, okay. Okay. I-share yung live sa You Got This. Guys, make sure na kayo, member kayo nung You Got This group, Okay? Oo nga, parang nagkakaroon ng glitch dun sa StreamYard namin with the You Got This group. But, ayan. Ayan, okay? So, eto. Ayan. So, dito makita nyo yung thread sa taas. Yung nakalagay, sabi ni Micah, "Hi everyone, this is the thread of our Bring Me game coming up in a bit." So, yun yung thread na yon. Okay? Ayan. Okay, so hindi nyo kailangan naman manood. Basta kailangan manood So, you got this. So, basta kailangan, dito nyo siya i-chat. So, kailangan part kayo dyan. Okay? Ayan. 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 Nagkaka-error tayo dun sa ating mga sa ating mga group live. But I think sinishare yung mga live. Ayan. Ayan. So, may nag-share na ng link kung nasan yung post. Ayan, guys. Okay, ready? Ready, Ready na? Okay? Sige. Ito ang ating first, sige. Bibigyan ko naman kayo ng time. Okay? Yan. Okay? So, one winner per item lang to, guys. So, ready na? Ready? Okay. So, so dapat meron kayo either hawak na phone, naka-laptop kayo, or yung naka-minimize siya para ready kayo. So, magpipicture-picture. Okay? Okay. Ay, may lumabas. Ayan, ayun. Ayun siya, okay? Nag-message si Dar. Nag-message siya dun sa Nakapin siya to the top, guys. Nasa kapin siya. Ayan. Okay? Ready? Ayan. May mga nag-ready na. Ayan. Okay? So guys, kasi baka makita nyo dun sa screen, dyan na naka-screen ngayon, baka makita nyo kayo yung una. Hindi yung screen namin yung susundin ang susundin yung screen ni Jaja. Kasi iba tayo ng pasok ng internet So kung ano yung unang pumasok dyan sa comment, yun yung mananalo. Alright! Nakakakaba na naman to, sabi ni ni Tin. Singayon. Okay, ready? The first item is, what is the item? Madali lang to. On your right. Yun lang. Item niya lang on the right. Hindi walang specific walang specific siya. So para para madali lang muna. Madali lang muna. Okay, what is the item on your right? Okay? Okay? Tingnan natin. Ayan, meron ng mga pumapasok dito. Meron ng pumapasok sa phone ko. Pero syempre, yan, kay Jaja. Ayan, okay. Ano ba yung mananalo ng mga, nung sa Bring Me? Ang mga papanalunan ninyo is yung laptop sleeve plus Tokyo Fines calligraphy pen, highlighter, and FMN ideas. Ayan. Okay? Sidin. Ayan, may mga pumasok na. Mukhang okay na. Okay! May mga pumasok na. Okay? Okay. Ang cute nung, ang cute may mga calculator. Dapat may mga calculator kayo dyan. Okay? Ayan. Book ni Ate Nikki. Oh, ayan. Nice. Alright. Okay. Sige, yung mga nanonood dun sa ayan, join kayo dito sa group na yan. Sige, hintayin ko kayo para Si Micah, baka si Micah pa siya, nag-a-approve siya. Sige, I'll give mga less than 1 minute kasi may 5 minutes na lang ako bago tayo mag-start kay Nikki. Okay? Okay, okay. Ang next, next item is a spoon! Spoon, kutsara. Takbo sa kusina, dali. Picturean nyo yan. Picturean nyo yung spoon. Yes. Okay? Yan, spoon. Kutsara. Tinidor tong nandito pero spoon. Okay? Yan natin. Ako yung nag-enjoy lang, kakatingin ng picture. Okay, a picture of a spoon. Ayan, may mga pumasok na. Ang cute niya. Okay, ready? Third. Ayan, ang ating third word. Ito, masaya to. Bring me an egg. An egg, guys. A photo of an egg. Okay? Photo of an egg. Ayan. Yan natin. Yung sino yung mga unang mga nagpapasok dyan. Ay, gusto ko kasi gumagalaw nga daw kayo Ayan. Tingnan natin. Wala pa nag-aano Okay, bring me an egg. Okay, egg photo of an egg. Yung ganun na. Wag yung ano. May nag-picture ng ano. Yung ref nila. Ang cute. Okay. Hindi pwede yung luto, yung hindi luto. Okay. May nag-picture ng luto. Ay, ay, guys. Okay, next. Okay, fourth. Ang fourth natin. Ay, okay, akala ko sibuyas yung pinost niya. Okay, ang fourth word natin ay alcohol. Ayan. Alcohol. Ayan, alcohol. Okay. Okay. Picture, okay? Picture. Okay, ayan. Luto na po. Photo of an alcohol. Tingnan natin. Ayan. Ayan, may mga pumapasok na. Sino kayang mga nauna sa inyo? Ang ganda naman ng setup nung sa may alcohol mo. Ang laki ng alcohol na yan. Okay, guys. Ayan, may last 2 minutes na lang ako, pero last word na to. Okay? Ang last word natin ay, syempre, alcohol yung kanina. Ngayon ay, face mask. Ayan, photo of a face mask. Ayan, okay? Sige, hanap kayo ng face mask sa bahay ninyo. Go! Dapat may mga face mask kayo. Ayan. Photo of a face mask. Ayan. Alcohol sponsored by I Love the Kid. Ang baga lang. Scrambled po yung egg. Ayoko na, ang hirap. Okay? Face mask. Tignan natin. Ay, ayan, may mga pumasok na. Oy, si Judith nakasuot pa. Nice. Ay, may mga pa-selfie. Oh, may mga nagsa-selfie. Isang taon. Oh, ayan. Very good. May mga face mask kayo. Bakit nakasabit sa sa doorknob? Guys, hindi yan sanitary. Okay. Okay. So that's it for our game. Ayan. So, i-announce namin yung winner all throughout mamaya ng live. So, thank you so much. So, nag-enjoy ba kayo dun sa nag-enjoy ba kayo dun sa game? So, I'm gonna bring in my co-host, Jazz, to introduce and interview our fourth speaker. Ayan, Jazz.
Salamat, Game Master Bel the Budolera. Okay, and now to start off our Learn to Love and Attract Money, I am very excited to bring to you our next speaker, also known as Nomad Finance Girl. She has managed several businesses and built an 80,000 strong following at the age of 28. Beyond being an entrepreneur and trader, she sees herself as an educator who helps people understand the complex world of personal finance in the easiest way possible. Ladies and gentlemen, Nikki Jurado. Hello, Nikki. How are you doing?
Hi, good afternoon. Happy Sunday, everyone. Hi, Jazz.
Hi,
Hello,
Nikki.
hello.
Nako, Nikki,
Yan.
di ba you're also known as the Nomad Finance Girl? What is the
Yeah.
story behind this moniker?
Anong gusto nyo? Yung long version or yung shortcut tayo today?
Yung
Sige,
totoong
before
version.
sa Sige. Well, NFG started as a passion project actually kasi I just really wanted to talk about my experiences and, just parang mag-share lang so that people can learn from it, get inspired or whatever. But I named it Nomad Finance Girl kasi during that time, this was way before the pandemic. Wala pang idea yung people about the possibility of working from anywhere. It's not even work from home, working from anywhere. So yung idea nila of earning money is really, being stuck in a cubicle, in an office, exchanging their time for money. Laging ganun lang, di ba? Tapos tatalon lang sila from one position to another, from paycheck to paycheck. It's always been like that. And I have been very privileged to start my businesses from an early age. Kaya na-learn ko na you can actually be super location independent. Okay? And, people started asking me, Nikki, ba't ganun? Kumikita ka ng pera kahit nasa beach ka, nag-surf ka, ganyan. So, parang sabi ko, sige, you know what? I'm gonna talk about it. I'm going to write about it so that you learn from it as well. Ano yung skills that I had to build to get there. But the story is, since you asked for the long version, okay, ito mag-ano na kayo dyan, mag-comment na kayo dyan, guys. I see your comments. I want you to engage with us. So, if you can relate, you have questions or whatever, lagyan nyo lang dyan. Nakita ko lahat yan. Hi everyone. Okay? I started when I was 6. For some of you, you've heard this
6?
story many times. Yeah, I was placed in a position where I had to work early. And if you're familiar with Tutuban, 165, ganyan. Iba-iba maraming numbers na mall. Before it was called 2000. Iba-iba pa talaga before yung mga sikat ngayon na mall sa Divisoria. I
Yung mga
had to work there
168.
as oo, yung mga ganun. I had to work there as a kahera sa isang stall. So, I found my first mentor there. So, if you're familiar, for those na mga familiar sa network ng mga Chinese Filipino business owners, if you would know, ang ugali nitong mga to, they don't allow other people to handle their supplies. So, ang nakikilala ko, kasi cashier ako, were people who own businesses. And these were not small businesses. To get their orders, I had like 2 hours with them kasi inaayos pa yung orders nila. So imagine a 6-year-old asking questions like, paano po mag-start ng business? Mga ganon. So how do you get supplies? How do you start with your capital? And I learned a lot from them. So when I was 11, I had the opportunity to open a stall in Santa Lucia East Grand Mall. So if you're familiar with that mall in Cainta Rizal. The problem was I was 11 years old. So sabi ko, hindi pwede, illegal. Diba? And
Child
yeah, so
labor.
I had to, mahirap yun. So I had to find a partner na at least 18 years old. Yeah, at 11. Because I learned a lot from my mentors. Kasi nag-kausap ko nga sila as they were buying supplies from us, right? Ang binibenta namin noon, let me know if alam nyo pa tong 5110, 3210. Ganun.
Siyempre alam ko, mas
Diba?
matanda ako sa'yo eh.
Yeah. Yung mga cellphone na pwede mong ibato tapos buhay pa din. Ganun sila, 'di ba? Yung mga yun, kahit di mo siya i-charge ng 1 week, buhay pa rin yung phone mo. So, we were selling parts of cell phones, and if you wanted to change your backlight, maglagay ka magpagawa ka ng personalized ringtone, yan, ganyan yung ginagawa namin, di ba? So for like 4 years, I was doing that. I was speaking with these business people, and I had the courage to start my own shop. Okay? Ang una kong ginawa, kasi illegal nga, was I got a partner who was a cargador also in Divisoria. So he was 19 years old at that time. Sabi ko, okay, by paper, ikaw may-ari, by paper lang. Pero sa ating dalawa to. Okay? That guy, he ended up being one of my partners until today. So, buti naman hindi niya ako niloko. Director na siya ng mga negosyo namin. And we started naman, if you're familiar, let me know sa chat, okay? If you're familiar, PS1 games. Okay? Yung mga
Oo.
PS1 games noon, unlike today, pwede mo pa siyang piratahin dati. Diba? Pwede mo pa siya i-burn noong araw. Kasi 50 pesos lang yun. Ngayon, hindi mo na pwedeng gawin yun. Diba? So, the first thing that I spent my money on, bumili ako ng maraming CD burner. Nag-burn ako ng mga PS1 games. And if naalala nyo, let me know din. Naalala nyo pa ba yung time na maglilista kayo ng songs na gusto nyo, papagawa nyo siya into a CD, tapos 50
Oo, uso
songs ang
yan.
kasha. Di ba? 50 songs kasha sa loob. Yun, nag-burn din kami. LimeWire days, right? So, I got a ton of money from that business. Until now, the shop is still alive. If you go to Santa Lucia, go to the grocery, para siyang Green Hills, buong floor halos sa amin na lahat yun. And then from that business, I ventured into more traditional businesses like salons, taxis. Pinaikot ko lang talaga
Meaning
yung
mga legal na business.
Yeah, mga legal na. Hindi na yung mga hinuhuli ni Edo Manzano. Bawal na yun. Diba?
Thank
Oo,
you.
nawala din ang mga burner. Yun, sa mga legal, yun nga, salon, taxi lines, pinaikot na lang namin. So now, we still have some of those businesses. Currently, I have 10 under my belt. Three of them are business to customer. So I have a Forex trading school. I have a team of financial consultants under ProLife UK. And also, I have a book publishing house. So yun. And through those experiences since I was 6, I really wanted to write about it to show people that it's possible. You don't have to be 6 years old to start it. You can be 30, you can be 40, you can be 50. Heck, kung ano mang edad mo yan, it doesn't matter. And the thing is lang, whatever circumstance you are in, you just have to start. Imagine I was put there because of a bad situation and here I am right now. So that's the story of
Did you
NFG.
always want to become an entrepreneur and trader, or talagang meron kang ibang pangarap sa buhay or goal nung 6 years old ka?
My gosh. Kasi naman na-expose ako sa ganong market. So I thought that was the only way. Na those were the only choices. So parang
Mm.
environment din talaga. Because I went to school. Delayed ako because I had to work. But I went to school. I was seeing my classmates. Parang, bakit sila, they don't know how to make money? That was my question. As I didn't understand. How come they get allowance? Ako, I did not get allowance. But hindi ko na-experience yung ganito, ganyan. So, I was exposed lang to a very limited kind of environment na it was really just become a business person or hindi. But I do come from a family of lawyers, 'di ba? Surname ko pa Jurado. So I come from a family of lawyers. Lahat sila literal abogado. But I really didn't want to become a lawyer. As in, ayoko talaga. Alam mo, ang gusto ko maging patatas. Yun na lang yung sinasabi. Gusto ko lang, I just want to live the only life I have,
Couch
doing
potato.
whatever doing whatever I wanna do, 'di ba? But hindi mo 'yan magagawa if you're stuck in a cubicle. Hindi mo 'yan magagawa if you're exchanging your time for money. If you don't have control over your schedule, if you don't have control over your location. So, the one thing that I knew I was gonna do, anumang way yan, is I'm never going to give up my time freedom just so I can get money. Hindi ako willing. I'm not willing even if you're gonna give me a big paycheck, even if you're gonna give me a shiny title. Because most ng tao ngayon, sa ganun, nagkakaroon ng anxiety attack na parang they want this title because sabi ng parents sila, you have to have this. Pero my question is, sino ba talaga nagsabi na you have to have that title? You have to have that corner office. And if you weigh the options, worth it ba talaga yung title na yan in exchange for your freedom? You only have one life. So I say, choose well. Yan.
Ang ganda naman. Thank you, Nikki. So how did you rewrite your story in your career and finances? Did you also have misconceptions or limiting beliefs about money that
Yes.
you had to break free from? Kasi in the way that
Mhm.
I hear your story is you've been empowered by a situation that would have otherwise been ano ba, parang 'di ba parang yung ibang tao parang kawawa naman siya, nagtatrabaho ng bata. But I really feel that it was actually empowering for you the way that you tell this story. So how did you rewrite that or break free from this
Yeah.
a possible limiting belief that you might have then?
Actually, marami akong limiting beliefs kahit today. Very typical, Filipino culture. I think it's, limiting beliefs, we were not born with them eh. They were passed on to us. They were things that can be installed, ibig sabihin, they can also be removed or they can be exchanged with something more empowering, right?
Upgraded.
So, yeah, exactly. Filipino culture ang tinuturo. Lagi nating naririnig. Let me know. I'm seeing your comments. I'm really happy that this is an engaging group. Thank you guys. So let me know if nakaka-relate kayo dito. Hindi tumutubo ang pera sa puno. Lagi yan lumalabas. Another version is, ano sa tingin mo? Niluluwal ko lang ang pera. Ganun pa. Another version is, for you to get a good life, you have to get good grades, get a fine job, somehow retire and die peacefully. Parang yun lang yung template na binibigay sa atin. So that was something that I really had to challenge. Because I also grew up with that kind of mindset, no? Na if wala akong pera, how will I survive? Because I grew up being scared of losing money kasi na-experience ko na yung walang-wala. Di ba? So parang
Mm-mm.
ako, takot talaga ako na baka mawalan. Ang tawag nga namin dito mga saver fear. Mga savers na driven by fear. Okay. And the thing with these beliefs is, kapag, you just stick with them, especially if you know na hindi naman sila nakaka-help, bakit? What's the point? And natatawa lang ako because I see, with what I do now, I see a lot of people, alam naman nila na dapat nila i-drop. But they keep on holding on to these beliefs kasi they're comfortable pala sa beliefs na yon. Na parang, comfy na eh. I mean, yeah, I want a good life. I want a life of freedom. Pero comfortable na kasi yung paycheck to paycheck ko. Ba't pa ako aalis? Comfortable na yung security. Ba't pa ako aalis? But at the same time, sasabihin nilang comfortable yon, pero at the same time, they know and they're saying they want something else. Hindi nagmamatch yung what they want with what they're actually doing because they're still holding on to these beliefs na hindi naman nakakatulong sa kanila in the first place. So same lang with me. I don't think that you will be free from limiting beliefs just because you're successful financially. But I do believe that if you live a life inwards, kaya very, very important, guys, sisingit ko na to dahil ito rin naman, journaling, meditating every day is very important. Okay?
Thank you.
Because that's when I get to talk to myself every single day. Every morning I journal. That's the first thing I do. Kasi kausap ko lang sarili ko. As in, nagsusulat lang ako. Kasi doon ko na sa spot whether meron pala akong beliefs na hindi nagja-jive. When you
Mm.
journal, you get to take yourself away from your own perspective. Para kang third person, pinapanood yung sarili mo. Di ba? And that's the only way for you to understand may mali pala akong ginagawa. Meron pala akong beliefs na nag-hold on to na hindi nakakatulong. So journaling helps a lot. Please try to practice. Start that habit. Whenever people ask me, what's the one habit that helped you become a financially free person? I always say journaling. Always. Okay. So yeah, I still have money beliefs now, but I am working on them thanks to journaling. Yun.
Thank you, Nikki. That's very very encouraging. I'm genuinely curious, no? Kasi you mentioned kanina people are comfortable or they just really the only thing that they know is that their time is equivalent to this X amount of money. Can you define
Yeah.
what values based finance is?
Yes, this is something that I'm really fighting for, no? Kasi when it comes to money, ang turo sa atin, yun nga earn skills, get good grades. Kasi sa school, the problem with our current curriculum until now, no, they teach us how to memorize stuff. Like, guys, ano yung powerhouse of the cell? Alam niyo yung sagot dyan. Alam niyo kung paano yan spell, di ba? Mitochondria, you know that. Alam niyo kung ilan ang girlfriend ni Jose Rizal. Alam niyo kung anong pangalan nila. Pero sa totoo lang, para saan? They teach us a lot of stuff. They put a lot of things into our brains, but they don't teach us how to learn. I think that is a big, big, big problem. Or how to look at things from an inward perspective. Lahat external. Parang to get good grades, kailangan gawin mo to. Grades are measured according to a system that doesn't work anymore. Sobrang outdated na. Hindi siya mini-measure based on, number one, how do you define success? In the first place, how sure are you na yung success for me is getting an A? Baka for someone else, ganun yun. Pero for me, hindi. That defines discipline, yes. But success, I don't think so. Okay? So values-based personal finance, it asks questions like, how do you define success? What are your core values? You must understand, no? Our core values, they act as our North Star eh. Sila yung parang compass natin. And bawat person, iba-iba ang core values. For example, for one person, I'm seeing Wana here. Wana actually is a close friend of mine. Hi, Wana. And her top value is security. Wana is an OFW in Dubai. So, lagi ko siyang kinukulit, Wana, uwi ka na para, kasi she's my best friend. So, lagi siyang, uwi ka na para magkasama tayo lagi. Pero hindi ko siya pwedeng ma-push kasi she values security. Wala ko, I value freedom. Now, the question is, may tamang sagot ba doon o mali? Mali ba na Wana is staying in Dubai as an OFW and I'm pushing her to value freedom? Wala. Kasi ang top value niya is security eh. What's important for Wana is yun talaga. Ang important is i-follow niya yung value niya. While ako, bigyan mo ako ng paycheck na sobrang laki, hindi ako ma-entice dyan kasi you're gonna give me a big paycheck in exchange for my freedom. Hindi ako papayag kasi I value freedom. So values-based personal finance is when you manage your income or your money based on what's truly important to you, not what's important to the society. So pag sinabi ng society na you have to have a car by age 25, ba't ka may pressure? Sino ba nagsabi na dapat may kotse ka na by age 25? Na you have to have kids by age 30? Like, ako, I'm already 30. You know, pag you go to parties, you know naman, yung mga tita, o Nikki, hindi ka pa kasal. Alam mo, sinasabi ko na lang, wala ka pang anak. Sinasabi ko na lang, tita, ikaw kaya mag-anak ka ulit? Kasi, sa totoo lang, this is my life. You know, parang I get to choose how I define success. I get to choose how I get money. I get to choose when I'm going to have kids if I want kids. And no one can tell me what I want to do because this is my life. I mean, if you're just gonna tell me what I'm gonna to do, ayusin mo rin yung buhay mo. You know, people say a lot of things about other people's lives. Eh, buhay nga nila, hindi nila maayos. So, that's what we want to fix with values-based finance. No? Make finance super personalized and customized.
I love it
Yun.
so much. And I also love the synchronicities, Nikki. No? I just wanted to point out also that yesterday's talk, Jonathan Yabut also said that yun nga, success is very subjective. And then this morning naman, si Stacy also mentioned na parang, yun nga, why will you have someone else dictate that what society tells you? Kumbaga, you also need to journal and take yourself out of the picture so that you can also spot kumbaga those negative talk that you have inside your head. Of course, part of the objective of this specific segment is really to help people improve their finances and more importantly, inspire and help them to rewrite yung money and abundance mindset nila. So, you've
Mhm.
already shared how our financial upbringing and the money stories we grow up with really affect us negatively or maybe encourage us, 'di ba, to define our own set of values. How important is money to you? What should our attitude be
Okay.
towards money? Kasi naisip ko, parang for some people, baka ang value nila is consistency. That's why a desk job that provides them that might
Mm-mm.
be really aligned to their finances. So, how important is
Yes.
money in all of the of these things for
Okay,
you?
guys, you have to remember, no, money is just a tool. It's not a goal. Okay, a lot of people spend their whole lives stressing about money just to realize na pera lang pala siya. Okay, here's from my own experience. One of the privileges that I have as someone who started early is I also understood this early. So I started as early as 6 and 11 years old. I got my first million from business when I was 15, from trading when I was 17. So ang aga na talaga. And my reaction when I finally got that money was, yun na yun. As in, like, because I thought I worked my ass off because I thought, okay, once I have money, masaya na ako. Yun yung sinasabi ko lagi. And I'm sure a lot of you can relate. Pag may pera na ako, masaya na ako. Once I get that bag, masaya na ako. Once I have that house, masaya na ako. And the truth is, no BS, no filtered truth, no. Hindi ka sasaya just because you have it. The truth is, once you get there and you have the money, you're going to have fun for a bit, masaya ka for a bit, but it's temporary. Temporary happiness lang siya. I forgot what it's called. Um, treadmill, hedonic treadmill. Yeah, that's what it's called. I-google nyo na lang. Hedonic treadmill, basically, it's a psychological thing wherein meron lang talaga tayong base happiness. So whether you get your money, your millions, pagdating doon, babalik ka lang ng substandard level of happiness mo. Ibig sabihin lang nun is temporary lang ang saya because of money and even our goals. Now, the question is, how do you remove that from your psychology? Paano ka magiging masaya? Ibig sabihin ba nun, never ka na magiging masaya kahit multimillionaire ka, kahit deca-millionaire ka, never ka na magiging masaya. Now, don't get me wrong, before I get there, money can buy happiness. Okay? Hindi totoo yung money cannot buy happiness. No, money can buy happiness. How? Money can buy comfort, money can buy options. That's what I love. Money can buy options. If I don't want to work, I will not work. May pera naman ako, hindi ko kailangan magtrabaho. Okay? Money can buy options, money can buy freedom. It's true, money can buy happiness, but it's only a tool towards your happiness. The question is, kaya ko bang maging masaya whether may pera o wala? Yes, because it's my choice to be happy. Now, here's where journaling comes in. So, paano mo tatanggalin yung hedonic treadmill? Hindi ka na magiging masaya ever nun. The only answer is gratitude. It's as simple as that. So, every morning, whenever I journal, the first thing I do, I journal my thoughts. Grabe guys, nakakaubos ako back-to-back pages. Ang daldal ng utak ko eh. I'm very anxious. There are a lot of voices in my head. I know it sounds weird, but as in, sinusulat ko lang sila lahat. Ang daming
Dapat
nagsasalita
quest
sa utak
journal ang
ko.
journal mo para talagang unlimited pages, no?
Oo, ang dami talaga kasi dami sinusulat talaga. So, I just write them down. But I always end with at least 10 things that I'm thankful for. Okay, this can be people, experiences, memories, and hindi nag-end doon. So when I write, for example, names, for example, I am thankful for Jazz. Sigat ko yun. The next thing I do, sa umaga ko to ginagawa. 5 a.m. clubber ako eh, so umaga-umaga.
Oh my
The
gosh,
next thing I
magsama-sama kayo nila
do,
Dart sa kanila M.
yeah, umaga talaga dapat. The best things happen in the morning, I swear. The next thing I do is I'll message Jazz and sasabihin ko sa kanya, hey Jazz, you know what? You're part of my gratitude journal today. I just want to thank you kasi ganito ganyan. And it brings so much joy for that person and sa akin din. And I swear, if you want to be successful when it comes to finances and in life, just be super thankful and show that gratitude to other people. So, how important is money to you? It's just a tool, okay? It's really just a tool. But it's not a requirement to be happy. It's not a requirement to be successful. It's a useful tool, of course. So, you can have both. You can have happiness and money at the same time. Just be thankful.
Nakakatuwa naman kasi you know what, Nikki, I'm 39 years old and I feel that I'm being schooled and my mindset is being reparented, ika nga ni Stacy. So, I think journaling is really a tool that you think can help correct no or change our mindset and feelings about money. And then you've also mentioned about the common mistakes Filipinos make when it comes to money and that we can actually take action and change the story for us. Tapos obviously yung epekto, 'di ba, ng ganitong pag-iisip o mga ganitong mga mga wrong mistakes, mga mistakes that we have in the past, no? How do we avoid these mistakes? How do we correct them? And then can you share tips on nurturing a healthier relationship with money?
Okay. Easiest talaga when it comes to money is to surround yourself with the right people. Okay. Let me know if you can relate I'm sure marami makarelate sa inyo. Go naman kayo. You're very positive. Pero pagdating mo sa bahay, ayan. Yung mga taong nasa bahay, yung masakit sa ulo kausap. 'Di ba? Game ka naman, pero lagi na lang silang nega. Or your friends mismo, the people you love, the people you're close with. Sila pa yung parang, ba't ganyan? Ano ba yan? Hindi yan mag-work. Hindi yan gagana. Mag-fail ka dyan. Sila pa yung unang nenega sa'yo. And then, they will say, ang explanation nila dyan ay, hindi kasi I care about you, kaya ko yun sinasabi. Parang, talaga ba? Right, okay. Now, this is something that I learned along the way. My first advice, kung mas bata pa ako, I would say, cut them out. Nung bata ako, that's what I would say. Grabe, no? Ang kontrabida.
Harsh.
Tanggalin mo sila, toxic, ganyan. But I learned along the way that relationships are very, very important. You can't just cut people out just because hindi kayo nagkakatalo when it comes to your, they don't support you or whatever. Keep them, yes, but influence them to think better thoughts. Now, for you to be able to do that, instead of cutting people out, just add more people into your circle. Okay? That is, I think, one of the good parts that happened during the pandemic. This past 2 years, sobrang unlimited na yung reach mo sa tao through the internet, through Zoom, through StreamYard, through these events. You can connect with so many like-minded people. You have groups, right, on Facebook na, sa totoo lang, my best friends right now, the people I can trust my whole life with, I met them all through the internet. I met them online. And it's simply because, how will you get to know people who will support you? You don't find them, you attract them. Okay. How do you attract them? By being your most authentic self. Okay, so Nomad Finance Girl, I just started writing everything there, even the bad stuff. Walang tago, walang filter. Nagpo-post ako doon mga picture ko, puro pimple, walang makeup. As in, nagpapaganda. Minsan nakikita nila on my super down days, pinopost ko talaga lahat doon. And really, may super raw thoughts. Sometimes nga, wala pang edit-edit eh. Ang daming mali na sa typo, ganyan. But, because I choose to be authentic, I choose to be raw on my page, I got to attract the right people whom I call my allies. Now, and at the same time, I got to repel the people na hindi ko makaka-jive, which is
Mm-mm.
perfect. So sabi ko, perfect, umalis na sila. Okay lang, kasi ang gusto ko lang na kasama ko yung mga ka-jive ko when it comes to my mindset, di ba? Now, that would be the key towards your financial success. If you want to avoid the mistakes when it comes to money and at the same time increase your mental wallet, that's what we call it, or your mental psychology, or create better beliefs around money, the best and easiest way to do it is to surround yourself with the right people. Kasi kung ano yung normal sa group na yun yung susundan mo. Syempre, if you put yourself in a group na normal ang umiinom lagi, edi ikaw iinom ka rin lagi, di ba? If you put yourself in a group na normal yung everyday nag-exercise, edi ikaw din makasama ka rin doon. So, same lang with money. If you place yourself in a group na normal sa kanila, number one, to talk about money. Dahil sa Pilipinas, tabu pa rin yan. Hindi ko maintindihan bakit. But talk about money in a healthy way. Normal yung mag-celebrate ng success ng isa't isa. Yung pag may nag-win, may kumita, merong nakuha ng ganitong client, lahat masaya para sa kanya. Normal na magbigay ng resources, ng advice if asked, 'di ba? If you place yourself in that group, your money life will exponentially unfold. So I hope you start doing that today.
Thank you so
Yan.
much. Nikki, alam mo, ako personally, sorry, ano to, sisingitan ko yung mga questions ng audience. Kasi kami ng asawa ko, alam mo, ano to, parang we're very encouraging, we're very supportive of each other, pero may feeling kami na toxic kami to each other because we're very supportive of our businesses, we're very supportive also of our gastos. Ano, do you think that's toxic? Yung parang, oh sige, gusto mo yan, that makes you happy. May ganun kami. Anong comment mo sa
Okay.
ganyang mga tao?
Okay,
Supportive
ito
naman, di ba?
Okay lang yun. Walang problema. Okay, ganito. Sa finance, you will see online a lot of money gurus. Okay, walang problema.
Namula ako sa
What
hiya.
I okay lang yun. Kami rin ng jowa ko, ganyan. Pero, what I don't like is when finance people, advisors, gurus, share online na you have to cut down your budget. Okay, that is very limiting. That kind of belief. Guys, parang pagda-diet yan, ang diet hindi gumagana. Alam niyo naman yun eh. Okay? Hindi gumagana ang diet kasi ang nawawala yung mga favorite natin. Yung ako, I am addicted to Coke, so soft drinks. Tatanggalin mo yung soft drinks, tanggalin mo yung carbs, 'di ba? Ganyan. Tanggalin mo yung cake, yung mga masasarap. Hindi ka talaga mag-enjoy. Okay, remember this guys, what I'm about to say. What is not fun will always fail. Okay, it has to be fun. Okay, what's not fun will always fail. So, ang pag-diet, pag-iipon, pag-handle ng pera, it's exactly the same. Now, ang common advice ng financial people is to cut down your budget, just focus on your needs, not your wants. What the heck? You only have one life to live. Nagtatrabaho ka para magbayad ng bills at mag-invest. Parang it doesn't make sense, right? So instead of cutting down your budget, I say,
Increase.
increase your income, number one. Number two, focus your money on, yes, of course, your necessities. Kailangan natin bayaran yan, katulad ng wifi, pagkain, bahay. Kailangan yan, yung mga kailangan bayarin. Maglagay ka rin ng pera sa what sparks joy, what makes you happy. And this is the role of the play jar. Another part of your money goes to education so that you can increase your money-making skills. Another part goes to your investments. Another part goes to gift jar so that you can increase your abundant mindset and you can give. Because if you are in the position of earning a lot of money, then you are definitely in the position to help a lot of people. Okay? And it doesn't have to be money. Yung pag-give mo, hindi kailangan pera, pwedeng energy, pwedeng oras. What we're doing here right now, sa organizers ng event na to, that's exactly what they're doing. They are using their gift jar so that they can reach and help so many people. Hindi naman kailangan pera ang binibigay, di ba, sa gift jar. So, for your question, no, okay lang yun, yeah. As long as number one, your necessities are paid for, you have money for education so that you can increase your money making skills and your network. You have money for your long term savings. You have money for your gift jar, and also for your financial freedom account. This is your investments. You put in money for investments so that you can build your passive income. And then you can enjoy your play jar, walang problema yon. Kami rin ng jowa ko, grabe kami magbudulan sa isa't isa. But okay lang, totally fine. Diba? Enjoy it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for that encouragement, Nikki. Okay, game. Question and answer portion na tayo. First question is from, is it wrong po ba not to treat yourself sometimes with expensive or branded things that makes you happy naman, sabi ni Trisha? Quick answer?
Okay. It depends. Okay. It depends because it's wrong if you're gonna buy it to impress other people. Okay? To get likes on Facebook, on Instagram. It's not wrong if you're gonna buy it because it's aligned with your values. That's values-based personal finance. Yan. Quick answer.
Thank you. Okay, next question. Sabi ni Kath, how do we balance the scene? We might be stuck in an echo chamber if we surround ourselves with like-minded people.
Good, good, good. Okay. You have to set your, meron kayong rules or parang ground rules, di ba? Like-minded doesn't mean, ano yun, kakuntsaba o konsistador. Did I use the,
Uh-uh.
yung ganon, di ba? Like-minded can also, or support can also come in the form of no BS feedback, right? These are people who are willing to tell you, ito yung katotohanan, you are at this point, ito yung mga kulang mo pa. Okay? So that's how you balance it. Just the right balance of getting the ra-ra-ra and the, ito yung sampal sa face that you need. Okay? You would need those people also. Kakasabi ko lang sa group ko, that is an underrated love language. Someone who's willing to tell you the truth. You have to have those people behind you. Okay?
Ganda naman nun. Correct, correct. Okay. Allen is asking, what do you suggest as alternate source of income or investment for people who are not into starting their own business?
Okay, there are a lot of options in the Philippines, no? So paper assets, of course, we have our mutual funds, UITF, stocks, forex market, currencies, commodities. Marami, real estate also is there. Maraming lumalabas ngayon. So Axie, lumalabas Bitcoin. My only rule dito, guys, what I always say is number one, never enter anything na hindi mo alam kung anong pinagagawa mo. Study it first. So your first source of investment or your first investment should always be education, not the investment itself. Now, there are a lot of free sources online. There are also paid sources. The reason why I go for the paid sources is because I get to update my network. Kasi yung magiging friends ko doon, classmates ko, mga taong willing din maglagay ng pera para sa sarili nila, right? So, yun, always invest on yourself first. Number two is know your risk profile or your money profile. Anong klaseng risk yung kaya mong buhatin? For some people, kaya nila mag-stocks, mag-forex. For other people, hindi nila kaya yung ganong klaseng risk. So, they go for bonds. So, it's really risk-dependent. So, may rule number 3, huwag kayong mafo-FOMO. Hindi porket nakikita nyo kumikita ang mga tao ngayon sa Axie, yung mga ganyan, is kikita ka rin. Yes, pwede. And I'm happy for those people. But only do it if you are educated about it. Never ever jump into something na hindi mo intindihan or else that's gambling. Mag-gamble na lang tayo, 50-50 pa doon. Diba? Yun. Hope
Ano
that
to?
helps.
The risk profile is different from the money personality that Bell Laurel yesterday mentioned. I just wanted to
Yes,
point that
iba pa
out,
yan.
'di ba? Kumbaga, ang money personality is like kung anong klaseng tao ka when it comes to money. Ang risk profile is like yun nga, kumbaga your hunger ba for
Yeah,
investments, 'di
risk.
ba? Parang yung mga
Yes.
medyo parang nag-German ka sa akin kanina, yung mga F FUT, yung mga ganyan.
UITF, stocks, bonds, yeah.
Is this exclusively on stock market or parang, kasi for me, for example, because I'm not very well versed in it, I alam ko parang sinama ko siya sa isang insurance ko. Parang ganyan. I-
Uh-huh.
Is
Okay. if sinama mo siya sa insurance, that was probably a VUL or a variable life insurance. So essentially, it's a life insurance na may pa-bonus sa gilid na parang investment din. You can buy it as a package like that or you can buy them
Mm-mm.
as standalone things. They're all available in our banks naman.
Ayan.
Yeah.
So Justin is asking something related. Nikki, insurance can be a taboo topic here in the Philippines, but I'm
Yeah.
hopeful that more Filipinos would be open about it. How would you encourage the Gen Z to really listen, understand how it can benefit them?
Okay, the reason why mahirap magbenta sa Gen Z ng insurance kasi most of them walang anak. 'Di ba? Kasi if you're talking with someone na may anak, ang dali lang ng insurance. All you have to say is, okay, may anak ka, kailangan may insurance ka kasi pag namatay ka, ano mangyayari sa anak mo? Ganun lang kasimple ang usapan, right? Gen Zs, ang hirap nila kausapin about it, but this is the way that you can show them why it's very important to them. Number one, the question is, what is your immediate financial goal? So Gen Zs can say, I want to have this much money, emergency funds. I want to have this house, this car. Okay, the next question is, if magkasakit ka, let's say COVID, cancer, heart attack, any critical illnesses, COVID pa lang is 1.2 million, napakamahal, di ba? What's going to happen to your immediate financial goal? Wala, down the drain because you have to pay for your illness. That is the purpose of insurance for young people. Another one is you have to understand that investing is not for the rich. It's for people who have time. What do I mean by this? Okay, you can be two things when you're investing. Number one, you have money, you have capital, and you put that capital and then bahala na siya sa'yo, right? Pwedeng bumagsak, pwedeng hindi. Okay, ganun talagang investment set, double-edged sword siya. Or you can be young, wala kang pera, but you are young, since you have the power of time beside you dahil bata ka pa lang, okay lang that you are investing with 1,000 pesos, 2,000 pesos, ganun lang kamura a month, tas consistent mo binabayaran, your money will grow interest, that will go interest, that will grow interest. That is called compounding. So, if you want to earn ng
Ay, nag-hang ata ng konti si Nikki or ako ba to? Hello, hello? Hello, Nikki? Okay. So I think may sinasabi si Nikki about compounding, hindi ko masasalo. Pero ako,
ayan, I'm
ayan,
back.
Nikki, medyo nakat ka. Okay. Sabi ko, hindi ko masasalo yung compounding.
Oo nga eh. Sorry umuulan yung internet natin. Alam niyo naman sa Pilipinas.
Aha, aha. Okay, okay. Again, again.
Yeah. Compounding. Okay. So, if you don't have too much money, if nagtitipid ka, bata ka pa kasi eh, di ba? Yun lang ang kapartner mo, yung power of compounding. So, if you wanna get millions by 5, 10, 20 years, you have to use that as a power. In short, kailangan mag-start ka na as early as possible dahil the more na dinidelay mo yan, the more na kumukonti ang pera mo, the more na nagmamahal ang kailangan mong ilagay for you to start investing. So, that's how we start. And lastly, for Justin who asked this question, please be part of the mission. You have to spread the word. The problem with insurance, kaya it's taboo because there are a lot of, this is the truth, there's are a lot of advisors out there, hindi alam ko nang ginagawa nila. Mali-mali yung pinagsasabi. Makikipag-meet sa client para magbenta ng product. You don't sell a product, you sell education. You have to educate as many people as we can. Especially that finance is not yet in our primary curriculum. Yan nga yung pinaglalaban natin ngayon eh. So, thank you, Justin. I hope ituloy-tuloy mo pa yan.
Okay. So,
Ayan.
sayang hindi yata siya naka-register kaya hindi or naka-sign up sa StreamYard kaya hindi namin makita yung name niya. But she's asking, what if it's family who are toxic and nega to your financial plans and dreams? Ika nga kanina ni
Yeah.
Coach Reza, di ba? Parang yung experience niya, bakit ikaw ang breadwinner? Walling na lang siya. Ganyan.
Yes, that's so true, no? And I see this also to my own mentees and coaches. Lagi lang problem, Nikki, ayaw kong supportahan ng parents ko sa pagiging financial advisor, ganyan. And what we notice na nag-work is sa Filipinos, they want to get involved. Okay, gusto nila kasali sila. So, the first thing that I would recommend, this worked for us, not sure if it'll work for you, kausapin mo. Kasi, minsan naman, nagtatampo tayo sa kanila, hindi naman natin kinakausap.
Oo.
Nagtatampo tayo na hindi nila tayo sinusupport, hindi naman natin sila ini-involve, hindi naman natin sila sabi sa kanila, hey mom, you know what, gusto ko maging ganito, ito yung dreams ko. I hope you can support me by, I don't know, not being negative. Or, by just, bigyan mo lang ako ng kape, araw-araw, support na yan. Tell them, okay? Because it's natural lang for our family eh. You have to remember guys, okay? Please remember this, especially for people below 35 years old, okay? Millennials, Gen Zs, sila yung madalas nagtatampo eh. Ang parents natin, pinalaki yan ng mga lolo-lola natin na galing sa gera. So, syempre, after the war, ang collective values ng tao nun, security, safety. Okay? So, ang tinuro nila sa anak nila, galing tayo sa gera. So, ikaw, you have to find a job na magtatagal ka dyan forever. 'Di ba? Kaya uso sa parents natin yung, oh my gosh, 20, 30 years in a company, lahat sila may loyalty award. Right? So, naturally, ang ituturo ng parents natin sa atin is the same thing because it worked for them eh. Na parang, hindi, dapat magstay ka sa isang company because it's stable, makakuha ka ng award if you stay there for like 20 years, 30 years. And they wouldn't understand when we say, Mom, I have 6 na racket and I can only work for 5 hours a day. Hindi nila yun magigets. Kasi wala silang internet. And it's not
Oo.
because they don't want to support you, it's just because they don't understand. Now, you don't want to build that toxic cycle wherein you feel that your parents or your family or your friends don't support you. The only thing you have to do is to talk about them. Let them know, na what's
Educate
important
them.
to you.
Mm-mm.
Exactly, just educate them. Kapag hindi pa rin, pwede nyo naman i-shutdown yan eh. Umuo ka na lang. Tapos, sabay ganun. It doesn't mean you have to stop, right? And again, instead of cutting them down, mag-add na lang kayo ng allies. Until masashush na din yun eventually. Hope
I
that
think we have
helps.
time na lang for mga 2 questions. So Lovely here is asking, what are your tips and suggestions for someone who hasn't started building their financial freedom? Where do they start?
Okay, I would recommend the book, okay? It is Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. Actually, doon ko nakuha yung six money jars.
Ayan,
And I
sakto
just
si
thought it.
Wana is asking for book recommendations. Ano ulit yun?
Yeah. Ayun. Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. So that's one. And I'll recommend 2 books. Okay. So the first book is that one. That's where I got the 6 money jars concept. And that budgeting method will really help you save for your future and still have fun for your present. Now, the other book, of course, I would recommend my book. So, basahin niyo. How to YOLO Wisely. I think, Wana, please help them with the link on how to get a copy. And how to YOLO Wisely, sinishare ko na dyan yung step by step process on how you can even find yung values. Di ba? We were talking about values-based finance. Kung hindi mo alam kung ano yung core values mo, tinuturo ko na sa book na yun kung paano mo siya hahanapin. May mga exercise doon. I also taught in that book, how will you define your success? Paano nyo siya hahanapin? Yung question kanina, I love it. Masama ba na bumili ng branded stuff, right? Sinagot rin natin yan sa book na yan. So, I hope that helps. Oo, out of stock
Ayan.
kami lagi. But on Shopee, we have
Oo.
distributors there. Fine
Ano to,
naman.
we're out of time and there are a gazillion questions in our comments. Baka, Nikki, you can answer them na lang offline and then they
Yeah.
can get your book, hindi ba?
Yes. Sagutin ko
Oo.
na lang kayo offline. Pero yan na si Juan,
Thank you so much, Nikki. I think this was very empowering, educational. Thank you so much for bringing value to our finances in this afternoon. We hope to have you again. So everybody, just follow Nikki and lipat na tayo sa kabilang segment. Please switch to the next live for segment 5 with Karen Bordador. And I know Belle will be announcing the next flash code there. So tara na, refresh. Maraming salamat, Nikki. Thank you,
Thank you,
everyone.
Juan. Bye-bye.
Bye.